Hi everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live right now at 8:30 p.m. here in the beautiful Miami, Florida, and we have a beautiful lady with us. I've actually been so excited to interview her for a while, and we've skipped her, we've missed her, and finally we have her here, and I think everything happens for a reason because she's also promoting something new. So without further ado, the beautiful Jennifer Salinas here, the Bolivian queen. How are you?
I'm very happy to be here. I've been waiting to talk to you for a long time, too. I really respect what you do. I love your personality, and I'm just excited about this whole interview. Thank you.
Bueno, and I thought it was going to be all in Spanish, but I figured she speaks perfect English and perfect Spanish, so we're going to go bilingual on you guys, like always. Bueno, Jennifer Salinas es la bicampeona mundial de boxeo, o sea, de que el otro día justo hablábamos de las mujeres haciendo boxeo, y hoy la tenemos aquí en carne y hueso, y yo les dije, es una chica fina, mírenla. Fina y dura, ¿eh?
Agresiva, delicada, pero agresiva.
Sí, tiene las dos facetas, totalmente.
Sí, o sea, cuando es tiempo de pelear o entrenar, me pongo las botas de boxeo, mi ropa cómoda, y es a desgonzarme, a estirarme de todas posiciones, y obvio eso no es muy femenino, pero bueno, ahora me ven de tacones y de vestido y estoy sumamente cómoda.
Te luce bien, ¿eh? Y eso que tiene 3 hijos, ¿eh? Para los que no saben. So.
Soy madre de 4. Sí.
4? Yeah. Wow, I want to look like that if I ever have 4 kids, that's what I want to look like. Bueno, cuéntame, ¿qué te trajo a Miami? A ver, estás haciendo un montón de cosas, ya tienes un campeonato ganado, pero también estás entrenando pronto para estar ganando quizás primer lugar este año.
Well, I have a few projects, algunos proyectos. Acabo de ganar el título mundial en la categoría de superpluma en el boxeo profesional femenil. Y,
¿Superpluma sería?
Sería 130 libras. Okay. Ahorita estoy pesando, aunque no me lo preguntes, 130 libras. Mi pelea peso 136 ahorita. Estoy re cómoda.
Pero el músculo pesa, así que...
Thank you, me siento mejor, gracias. Estoy metiendo la barriga también.
No, oh my God. Mira, y hoy justo nos dieron un tema para Jenny Live de las mujeres que están obsesionadas con el peso. Fíjense, no, mentira. She's like, I'm sucking it in, I'm like 135.
¿Tú no lo haces para las fotos? No, o sea,
para la foto sí, pero cuando estamos en el programa ya...
You're not sucking in, that's all you? Yeah. Oh, well, clap your hands for Jenny.
No, but you gotta get to a point where you just relax, you know. This is like being at home, you know. So these are your guests, they're watching, and this is just...
relax.
Yeah, just be you.
Camera, I'm relaxed.
Nos relajamos las dos, vamos a parecer embarazadas acá.
Me, I know I will. Bueno, volviendo a los proyectos.
You see what I was hoping to interview her. Bueno, a ver, cuéntame.
Bueno, yo toco el piano también desde los 5 años, lo hago como hobby y lo toco al oído y compongo canciones, pero para uso personal. Tomé la decisión de compartir uno de mis temas y se trata del abuso sexual infantil. Es un tema muy delicado, muy serio. Tiene el video musical también, si lo quieren ver en YouTube. El tema se llama...
Ahora en un ratito lo vamos a poner.
Que se llama ¿Qué te atrajo a mí? Y bueno, el título te lo dice todo, es una protesta. Estamos literalmente buscando un castigo más severo para las personas que toman la decisión de prácticamente arruinarle la vida a sus víctimas. Entonces, that's one of my projects, but I'm very excited about the feedback that people are giving me about the video. It's a good feedback, it's all positive.
So you guys are going to see the video in a little bit. The video actually, she also plays the piano. So she's a woman of many talents, as you can see, and she has a beautiful voice. So she just launched a video, and it's of course with a message. It's not your regular, song that you would hear on the radio, but it's definitely deep. So take your time and listen to it. We're only going to show you a couple of minutes, but it is like 7 minutes long, right?
It's very long, yeah. I mean, it's not the traditional song that you would dance at a club or anything. My whole intention behind it was to pass on the message and to take people to what it's like to go through that sexual abuse being a child and the trauma and the intimacy with your husband, with your partner. I mean, the video literally speaks about everything. It's 7 minutes long, but I think it's long enough to pass on the message.
7 minutes can do a lot. You guys know that. Bueno, y ¿por qué escribiste esta canción? ¿Es algo que pasó en tu familia o te pasó personalmente o...?
Bueno, sí, yo pasé por abuso sexual infantil y lo hice público hace un año aproximadamente, después de ganar el primer título mundial en Bolivia. So now hablo de lo que me pasó y ya no siento ese nudo en la garganta, no siento vergüenza, o sea, yo no cometí nada malo. La vergüenza lo deberían sentir ellos porque fueron unas cuantas personas que abusaron de mí cuando era niña, pero el tema musical lo hice cuando me enteré de la muerte de un bebé de 8 meses a raíz de violación. Tuvo 2 paros cardíacos, si no me equivoco, y hemorragia interna. Lo violaron y lo mataron de esa manera. Entonces fui a la sala de mi casa.
Espérate, porque esta entrevista se fue de todo risas a que casi se me... Holy...
7 or 8 months.
Yo digo, bueno...
No, that's nothing. He was in an orphanage. That's where it happened. Can you imagine? So
What's wrong with people nowadays?
it's a sad topic, but it's what's happening. It's reality. So it hit me. I'm a mother, and I literally just started crying when I was playing the piano, Jenny. And next thing you know,
I saw the video how deep you were in it, and like, yeah, I don't know if you cried at a moment, but you were about to. I got goosebumps like 5 minutes from here.
I thought I shaved, but my hairs are standing up on my legs because I get very emotional about it.
A mí me pasó lo mismo.
Don't get too close.
Estamos igual. Dice, pensé que me había afectado, pero creo que se me pararon los pelitos porque, nada, nos estamos riendo, pero también hay que ser realista de estos temas, ¿no? Tampoco hay que tomarlo con fuerza, ¿no? Por supuesto, y también la razón que estamos aquí no es para que ustedes se pongan a llorar, es para que hagan algo al respecto y por supuesto.
Pasen el mensaje, vean el video, compartan el video. Yo creo que es el primer video musical que habla de este tema tan profundamente,
Yo
¿no?
te iba a decir eso. No mucha gente hace un video con un mensaje tan profundo, porque, ¿sabes qué? La gente que está en el tema musical le intenta vender discos. Entonces, ¿sabes? De que hacen algo así, a nadie le interesa escucharlo. O sea, a no sea de que pasen por el tema o no sea de que tengas otra profesión, pero si tú te dedicaras directamente a música, es difícil, ¿no? La gente prefiere vivir en La La Land.
Yeah, no, pero yo hice esto con las mejores intenciones y no es para lucrar. Cualquier dinero que salga de la canción, sí sale, va a ir a una organización, pero no estoy pensando en eso. Lo pueden ver en el YouTube. La canción se llama ¿Qué te atrajo a mí? In English is What Did You See in Me? That's the name of the song. I don't want to talk too much about this. I know we don't have too much time, but the name of the song.
We have all the time you want.
So anyways, no.
Like I said, you're at home, so don't worry.
Let me take my shoes off.
Vamos a sacarnos los zapatos, nos sentamos en el piso, ¿ustedes creen?
No, pero en el video se encuentra mi hija, una de mis hijas.
Esa es tu nena. Ay, qué linda. Hay una foto que me mandaste donde está ella girando y le agarraron el foco perfecto con el vestido y todo súper lindo.
Yeah, and I mean that was just improvisado. No era el plan de tenerla a ella en el video bailando como lo hizo. A ella le encanta el baile y el canto y la verdad le agradezco ahorita. Tiene 10 años, pero no significa lo importante que fue para mí que ella sacrificara hacer eso para su mami y para todas las mujeres que pasan por eso.
Qué difícil el hombre que tuvo que actuar del malo en la película.
Vas a creer, su nombre es Eric, era el camarógrafo. Yo no tenía, this whole video.
La cara de pervertido, no mentira.
Él lo sabe. Yo le digo, you look like a really, really bad guy. And yeah, and I told him, I said, do you mind? Can you be the bad guy? Because it was supposed to be another guy. I was like, can you be the bad guy? He's like, yeah, I'll be the bad guy.
The camera guy, by the way.
Yeah, the guy went to take pictures, and he's like, sure, I'll do it. And I'm like, oh my God, he doesn't know what he's getting himself into. Anyways, Eric, thank you so much. Yeah.
You did something good, don't worry. So, when did you get to a point in your life where you totally got over this? Because I know obviously a lot of people that do. Okay.
I'm not there yet.
Okay.
No, I'm not over it. I'm getting over it, and but I don't think. And I'm gonna be blunt.
You're right. I don't think you'll ever get over something like
I
that.
don't think I could ever forget. Much less forgive. And I care about what people think, but this is my decision. And if it takes a long time, then it'll take a long time. But it's my decision, and I haven't forgiven him, and I don't think I'll get there. But I am doing something about it, you know. And I'm starting with the song. So.
Forgiving is definitely something that we always talk about, right? And it's something very important, but I guess it's very personal at the same time. So it depends what you went through. And a lot of people can talk to you about how easy it is to forgive or how good it might feel because you're kind of like untying yourself from that situation.
And I want to feel that, Jenny, but I'm not there, and I can't force my heart to feel that. So I might verbally say it, oh yeah, I forgive him, but I don't feel it in my heart. Just thinking about it makes my heart race, and it's not a good feeling. But I do want to feel peace in my heart. So, you know, I do pray about it, and hopefully it comes one day. But
sooner or later, you know, and your intentions are there. Yes. All right. They're like, are you wearing shorts now for all the interviews? I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, why are you worrying about what I'm wearing? And we're talking about sexual abuse here. What's wrong with you?
No.
You look beautiful. Bueno, ¿y cuándo te casaste? ¿A qué edad te casaste? ¿Jovencita o...?
No, estaba muy joven, hace 14 años, yeah. Okay. Entonces, I was a baby. Yeah, we've had our separations too. We've done some things to each other, you know, in the early years, you know, infidelity and all that stuff, because you're just trying to figure out what's going to happen in that relationship, but we're good now.
La cara dice, bueno, que se casó hace 14 años, pero que han tenido ahí sus altos y bajos, ¿no?
Sí, alto y bajo, imagínate, 14 años y tantos hijos, casi media docena. So, yeah, we've had our moments. Pero bueno, todo bien ahora. Me aguanta, eso es lo que puedo decir, me aguanta.
Bueno, y yo sé que has estado en otros canales también en Miami. ¿Cómo te recibieron con el tema de la canción y todo? ¿Bien o...?
bien, algunos sorprendidos porque les digo, ¿sabían que saqué un tema musical hace 3 días? They're like, ya lo vamos a mostrar. Le digo, se trata del abuso sexual infantil. Y they're like, solamente tenemos 3 minutos. Disimuladamente.
¿Viste lo que te dije? O sea, porque no lo ven como rating.
No, pero sí, yo creo que, no sé, hay que realmente tener valor para mirar el video. Es difícil. En el video escuchas gritos de niños sufriendo y son sonidos reales, no exactamente de que están pasando por un abuso sexual. Pero
¿Quién le golpeaste?
reales. No, lo encontré en el internet, los gritos, pero eran gritos que yo pude identificar, ¿me entiendes? Entonces los usé para la canción y bueno, es fuerte, pero les pido que lo compartan porque yo creo que esto va a crear conciencia en la mente de las personas que están haciendo esas cosas.
Ahora, vamos a profundizar un poco. Sí, acá nos vamos torciendo. ¿A ti te pasó esto como a qué edad más o menos?
A los 5 años empezó.
A los 5 años, ¿y esto fue con un familiar tuyo?
No, una persona muy cercana a la familia, alguien que trabajaba para la familia. Bueno, eran 2 los que realmente me hicieron daño y los 2 trabajaban para la familia.
¿Tú vivías con tus padres?
Yo vivía con mis padres.
¿Y es normal? ¿Te criaron bien, lindo?
Bueno, tuve una niñez, sí, en mi familia.
Alto y bajo.
Mi padre nunca, nada que ver, claro. Pero el daño irregularmente pasa. 8 de 10 casos de abuso sexual suceden en el entorno familiar. Las personas que tienen ese acceso hacia los niños. Entonces, en mi caso, yo caí en esa estadística y bueno.
Por eso te pregunto, no para ser tampoco tan metida, ¿no? Pero para que la gente se concientice, ¿no? De que no sabes en realidad quién estás metiendo a tu casa y no importa a veces que sean familiares. Tus hijos son tus hijos y los tienes que tener, ¿me entiendes? Protegidos como si fueran parte propia tuya, carne y hueso. ¿Y en qué momento, o sea, tus padres te dejaban sola como para que esto pase? O sea, ¿iban a trabajar o...?
Sí, yo iba a la casa de mis primos a jugar y el abuso comenzó ahí. También fui manoseada por muchos hombres que trabajaban para mi padre. Él tenía
Nunca dijiste nada.
un negocio de transporte. Una vez a los 9 años me animé a abrir los ojos en la oscuridad y uno de ellos estaba encima de mí, no era al mismo tiempo, cada uno lo hacía en su momento. Estaba por hacerme daño y fue la única vez que abrí los ojos y me animé a preguntarle qué estaba haciendo, porque nunca le había dicho nada, nunca le había dicho pará, que me duele, nada.
Claro, porque imagínense, ¿no? O sea, a esa edad tú no entiendes nada de eso, entonces...
Y los adultos son perfectos.
Exacto.
Hacerle
Aprendes
caso
de
a los
ellos.
adultos, se respeta a los adultos, hazle caso a los adultos, así es que nos crían a los niños. Entonces, es muy importante, por favor, hablar con los niños, explicarle del buen toque y del mal toque, explicarle que hay personas malas que son adultas también y que están ahí para hacer daño y que tienen que comunicarse bien, claro que sí.
So I was just getting a little bit, deeper into, what age did she, suffer this, and it was around like 5 years old, right? And at 9, she actually was able to, say something and say, "What are you doing?" Because believe it or not, I mean, like she also mentioned, most of the sexual abuse with kids happen, within the same family or people really, really close to your family, because that's the only people that would actually get close enough to you. So don't leave your kids alone, and it doesn't matter how close of a family they are. You never know what's inside the person's mind. They could be a good person for everything else, but you never know, I guess, the fetish of every person and the intention of every person.
Kids on laps. I mean, some people get turned on with that. Just the simple fact of sitting a child on your lap. And I remember being a kid and sitting on guys' laps and nobody would notice. And I remember feeling that they were getting an erection. I mean, really talking about this. And I remember the feeling, and I don't like the feeling now. I don't like it. If my husband if we're in the kitchen and we're playing around and I'm cooking, he comes from behind and he actually, and I feel something, I get mad. I'm like, get away, and I push him because
It's a reaction.
it's a reaction. I don't like that feeling of just like, oh, what is that? I don't like that. So, and you would wonder why I have so many kids, right? It's like, wait, if you don't like it, then how'd you get pregnant?
I love her attitude. That's awesome. She's great, beautiful, and simple, and very confident. Thank you. So, when did you, you talked about it when you were around 9. I'm sure when you were more of a teenager, the first boyfriend, that must have been very difficult. Oh, yeah. And did you see a psychologist, or did you?
No, I'm just now seeing a psychologist. I've had about 3 sessions. Yeah, I mean, I was...
Just 3 sessions?
3 sessions so far, and she's the one.
She's
that
good.
cries. Yeah, I go in there, she's blowing her nose at the end of the session. She's like, okay, I'll see you next week. I'm like, you'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, I feel like you've, boxing probably also helped you through this a lot, right?
It was my therapy. It really was. I,
boxeo era la terapia para ella en la adolescencia, ¿no? Y todo.
Sí, y bueno, because the pain that I felt from the emotion and the memories of being through sexual abuse was something in my heart. It was in my head, but the physical pain of boxing in a way covered that pain. So, you know what I'm like a Band-Aid. Yeah. But I was still hurt. So, and now I'm trying to go through major surgery with the therapy. We'll see how it goes.
Make sure it's not so deep so you don't have too many scars.
Yeah, I know, right?
And so what age did you start boxing?
I started when I was 19. I put the boxing gloves on for the first time when I was 19.
Did somebody recommend it, or you just went in the gym one day and decided, let's hit somebody? And
Yeah, I was fighting all the time. I mean, I was a waitress and I would get fired because I would fight with the clients. And I'm not talking arguments. I mean, I would let my hands go.
But you weren't the bully, I'm sure.
No, I would never bully anybody. No, I felt like I was always being bullied when I wasn't really. I mean, I didn't know English when I went to the States when I was 15. And I did get bullied a little bit in Jenison, Michigan, and junior high. And as soon as people started seeing my reaction, I was very aggressive and I would start fighting. Then they started to respect me. Yeah, I'm not suggesting to fight if you get bullied, but I do suggest to stand up for yourself. Yeah. But anyways, I started getting that reputation of being this tough girl, the tough Bolivian girl, you know. And I had an accent, and I was like, yeah. And I'll get my hair braided. I'm like, yeah, you know.
The whole attitude went together.
Oh yeah, boxing. So anyways,
si alguien los molesta en la escuela, ella lo que hacía era terminaba físicamente golpeándolos y así lo empezaron a respetar, pero no hagan eso en su caso si pasa. Pero sí, pues, defiéndanse, ¿no? De una manera u otra.
Yo le digo a mis hijos, si ustedes vienen llorando a la casa diciendo que les dieron una paliza y me vienen con el cuento de que ustedes no se defendieron, yo les voy a dar la paliza también. Y lo hablo al desnudo porque para mí es muy importante que mis hijos sepan que el bullying no está bien y el momento que alguien le pone el dedo encima, they can self-defend. You know what I'm saying? So I do tell my kids that. What's up? She touched me? You saw that. She touched me. But yeah, ellos entienden. You flinched too. You're like, oh.
I'm scared of her. I'm not kidding. Look at her muscles. A mí me da miedo esta mujer. Miren los músculos que tiene.
Oh, thank you.
Pero ¿sabes qué? Sos, o sea, boxeas, pero no sos ya exagerada, ¿me entiendes? Como el bodybuilding que es. Tienes un cuerpo súper, súper lindo. Si no me decías que boxeabas, ni pensaría que boxeabas.
But does it look like I go to the gym?
It looks like you go to the gym, yeah, definitely. No, I was saying, like, she doesn't look manly, you know, like some boxing girls, is that what you call them? Female boxing. There you go. Are a little bit more, you know,
How do you say
I don't know.
that word? I don't even know how to say it in Spanish.
No, I don't know.
They have a lot of. I have muscle definition, but they're more bulky looking.
Bulky, that's a word. There you go. So she still has a feminine side on her. All right. So the other day we were talking to Jenny Live, and we were actually wondering how female boxers are. Are they feminine? Are they? She's married. So another thing that we asked was, a lot of female boxers, not only maybe have they gone through a really troubled past, and this is something that helps them to kind of like distress, but also a lot of them are lesbians.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering why that is.
Oh gosh.
Because you're boxing with girls? No.
Thought about that, but I mean, boxing is mainly dominated by men, and I don't know. That's a very delicate subject. I don't know if I want to really give an opinion on that. But a lot of them are. I've had girls that I fought and I actually beat really bad, and we would be collecting our check after the fight, and they would ask me out. They're like, yeah, you want to hang out tonight? And they'll give me that look. I'm like, no, I want to go home.
This is, I'm sure this is going to be the lesbian girl that plays the man role in the relationship, right? Because they're like the tough ones.
Yeah, I think there's terms. I'm not going to say it.
I don't know the terms.
I think there's femme and butch, maybe. Yeah, okay. Femme and butch. And yeah, definitely the girls that would ask me out after fighting or whatever, they were the butch type. Yeah, but you know what? I love.
Does that intimidate you or no? Not at all.
No, I think women are beautiful, and I'm not gonna lie. I've been attracted to women before, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. My grandmother is actually gay, and she's married to a female, and I love her to death. And they kiss in front of me, and I think that's weird because it's my grandma. And I'm like, Grandma, you don't do that, you know. But I mean, I have nothing against it. I love women. I think we're all beautiful, and I think it's a personal decision. Yeah.
No, yeah, I asked it not to say anything against, of course. I mean, we respect everybody. It was just, since we were talking about it the other day, and we were saying, somebody was asking me, do you think that most of the people that do boxing and girls are lesbians? I'm like, I really don't know. Let me ask. And now, but the fact that there's a reason why, I don't think anybody is going to come from a perfect past. Well, nobody has a perfect past, let's be honest, or a perfect childhood and getting to boxing. You know, I feel like you probably feel bad hitting somebody, you know?
No, not at all.
No, if that was the case, you know?
Life, yeah.
You probably wouldn't be angry at any moment, or
I think my opinion, my personal opinion, if you guys don't share my opinion, that's fine. But my personal opinion is that you have to be aggressive to be in boxing. I mean, you can't pass the gloves to anybody if you feel like you're too tired and you don't want to fight anymore. You just got to find it within and finish that fight, and that comes with being aggressive too. I mean, you just got to keep going, and you know, it's happened to me a lot of times where I just want to give up, and I start thinking about things that make me mad, and I keep going. So yeah, definitely.
it's very sad to see kids going through adult twisted desires, and it's hard to imagine you angry. You're talking about her and me.
What about now?
You don't smile much in the pictures. You need to smile more often.
A lot of people tell
You have a
me
beautiful smile.
when I'm not talking, because when I get to the gym, I just get there to work, and I do look mad, but I do, I'm focused. A lot of people that come up to me and talk to me say, I really thought that you were, and they say the bad word, you know, the B word. I'm like, why would you say that? They're like, you look mad all the time. And I think I'm just so focused that you know, this is me focused.
You don't have to be smiling all the time, you guys. Dice, yo le digo que no sonríe mucho en las fotografías, tendría que sonreír más a menudo, siempre está seria, pero dice que esa es la cara de enfocada. Y es verdad, mucha gente confunde. Yo me río todo el tiempo, pero cuando estoy seria, la gente piensa que estoy enojada. Digo, no, nada que ver.
No, I'm cool. Just talk to me. I'm a nice person.
Bueno, entonces, quieras o no, digamos, podríamos darte como un ejemplo exitoso dentro de casos que han pasado, de personas que han pasado por casos así tan difíciles a una edad temprana. Terminaste igual encontrando amor en tu vida, terminaste, aunque tú dices que no lo has superado, pues estás bastante bien, porque si no, de lo contrario, mira, las personas que pasan por algo así, directamente no podrían tener una relación. O sea,
he estado en esos momentos que he pedido divorcio, me he separado, porque para un hombre es muy importante la intimidad, ¿tú me entiendes? Entonces yo, por lo que pasé, la verdad me afecta mucho en lo que es la intimidad, y mi esposo también vive frustrado por esa situación, pero tenemos hijos juntos y arreglamos nuestros líos, qué sé yo, pero es un trauma que no tienen idea, las personas que toman esa decisión y por el simple hecho de sentir satisfacción sexual, es increíblemente egoísta tomar una decisión así, por egoísmo, solamente por llegar a un orgasmo o sentir satisfacción sexual, hacerle eso a un niño, ¿no? Sabiendo que ese niño va a crecer algún día. Pero mira lo interesante, Jenny, hablando de ese tema nuevamente.
la mente podría directamente.
Muchas personas que causan ese daño, que agreden a niños sexualmente, son víctimas también. Y es un ciclo muy maligno que se tiene que romper. Entonces yo creo que ahora yo sí sé que necesito terapia, pero yo creo que las personas que sienten atracción hacia un niño necesitan más terapia que yo, que ahora soy una sobreviviente, ¿me entiendes? Si alguien está mirando este programa y sienten atracción hacia no significa que son el hijo del diablo, significa que tienen un problema y busquen ayuda porque no quieren arruinarle la vida a un niño.
I see your focus, not mad. She was just saying, you know, that most of the people that also commit this kind of aggression towards kids also have had that kind of issue in their life also. And yeah, you're right, it is a domino effect because, like, going back to what I said before, if you had a nice childhood, then why would you ever do something wrong to hurt somebody? It makes no sense.
People that actually make that decision of hurting a child, or, you know what though, they don't have to necessarily penetrate to cause sexual abuse, for it to be considered sexual abuse. But yeah, a lot of people that are doing it, like you said, are victims themselves. And I think that if you feel attraction to a kid, towards a child, you need help. You need psychological help. You need therapy. You need God. And yeah, that I wanna pass on that message. You guys need therapy.
Maybe not all of you, but most of you? No. No, they're all like, what?
All in that circle, you definitely need therapy. It's not normal to feel attraction towards a child. Yeah.
No. When you see a child, it's innocence, okay? If you think anything else, then the problem is in you. That's that.
Exactly.
Bueno, y lamentablemente, pues hoy en día yo creo que también la gente cada vez está como más mal mentalmente y cada vez se ven más estos casos, ¿no? O la gente está hablando más. No sé cuál es el tema, si es que están pasando más los casos o es que la gente está hablando más del tema.
Porque lo vemos todos los días en las noticias y todo, pero una cosa yo te digo, a mí me sorprende mucho el castigo, the punishment for these kind of people.
¿Qué le dan?
Jail.
For life or?
No, I mean, they depending on the crime, they get sentenced, but then they're out with the same face, the same, and when I say same face, I want the same intent. You never know what they're thinking. You don't know who they are. You really don't know who they are. So when I made this song, in my song it says, I wish I could just kick you, spit on you, make you scream and wish for death. I wish I could tattoo your face. I'm a effing criminal. And that's what my song says in Spanish. And I really mean that. I think that the punishment should be a tattoo on the face. Not necessarily rape or anything, or I'm a criminal, I'm a rapist, but maybe a tattoo that identifies that you know, what they are.
You think that people like that can't change?
I highly doubt it. I mean, the people that get caught doing sexual or sexually abusing kids, it's not that they got caught that one time and oops, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. No, they've probably done it a lot of times to many, many kids, and they just happen to get caught, and bad luck for them. But thank God, you know. But they come out, and I do think that they continue doing it, of course. So can you imagine if they had a tattoo on their face and they
Especially if they're not having sex in jail.
Yeah, they come out even worse. So
more perverted.
And now I know that you can detect sexual predators or whatever if you go online. But I mean, come on, this world is too busy to actually. I mean, I do it. I know what's in my neighborhood. But I really think that a tattoo on the head or in the face. I'm sorry, maybe like 20 circles.
Stamp them like the cows.
Stamp them like the cows, like the pigs, because that's what you got. I'm sorry, that's what they are. They're pigs. So.
Yo me río porque dice de que los hombres que hacen eso deberían, viste como las vacas que uno los marca con el calor, tendrían que tener una marca en la frente para que de por vida tengan eso.
No en el hombro, no en el cuello, en el rostro, donde tengan que bajar la mirada y vivir con vergüenza y marcados como nosotras vivimos marcadas a raíz del abuso.
¿Sabes qué? Yo normalmente soy una persona de que digo, ok, porque tienes también un montón de gente que por ahí ha cometido abuso sexual, no en el tema de niños, porque en el tema de niños creo que ya es otro idioma. Y igual después cuando salen de la cárcel no pueden conseguir trabajo, no pueden vivir en ciertos lugares, esto. Y muchos dicen que se recuperaron. En ese caso yo diría, bueno, puede ser, pero en el tema de abuso sexual de niños, tengo que decir que estoy contigo, o sea, y eso es raro que Dios lo haga, porque yo soy una persona que pienso que todo el mundo puede cambiar. Pero es verdad, le arruinaste la vida a una persona, entonces ¿por qué te mereces tener tú una vida normal?
Claro, gracias, lo dijiste en pocas palabras, yo hablo mucho a veces, pero me diste un resumen perfecto. ¿Por qué? Tú no mereces vivir una vida normal después de lo que me hiciste, eso suframos los dos juntos. ¿Tú me entiendes? Excelente punto. Gracias, Jenny.
Difícil. Bueno, vamos a ir, antes de terminar, vamos a ir a ver el video, ¿ok? Así que quédense por aquí. ¿Y lo quieres presentar?
Claro que sí. Acaba mi tema musical que lleva de título ¿Qué te atrajo a mí?
All right, guys, we're going to see the video clip now and we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Que 8 de cada 10 casos de abuso sexual cometidos contra niños se presenta por parte de familiares.
Desafortunadamente, esta pequeñita fue abusada de forma sexual.
Una menor de 13 años fue violada por su padre en reiteradas veces.
Hay muchos casos que ni siquiera se consideran como abuso.
6 hermanos abusaron de su hermanita menor durante más de 10 años. Los ataques sexuales comenzaron cuando la pequeña tenía apenas 4 años.
Por los delitos de pornografía infantil, prostitución sexual de menores, violación y
un secreto que solo pudo revelar en esta carta antes de suicidarse. A sus 12 años, esta niña habría sido víctima de las vejaciones de su propio tío desde los 6 años.
¿Qué te atrajo a mí? Fue mi manera de reír. ¿Qué pudiste ver? Dime qué te trajo a mí. Inocentemente yo jugaba con felicidad mientras tú mirabas lleno de perversidad. ¿Qué te atrajo a mí? Respóndeme, gran infeliz. ¿Qué pudiste ver? Dime qué te trajo a mí. Fue mi mirada tierna, la dulzura en mi voz, o simplemente me elegiste sin tener razón. ¿Qué te trajo a mí? aceptar lo que pasó. Y aceptar lo que pasó. Quisiera escupirte, patearte, escucharte gritar, en tu rostro tatuar criminal. Asesino, ladrón, infeliz, violador, no mereces ni el perdón de Dios. Yo era una niña inocente y un tipo de mente que solo pensaba en placer. No consideraste que aquella niñita algún día sería mujer. Sería mujer. Pero ya me cansé. Pero ya me cansé de llorar, de gritar en la almohada y soñar de parada, odiarlo con todo y vivir enojada, pensar en la muerte, acabar con mi vida o buscarlo y cumplir con mi gran fantasía, tenerlo de frente y lentamente matarlo, mientras él me grita y me pida perdón, pero ¿quién soy yo para perdonarlo? Que le pida perdón de rodillas a Dios, que le pida perdón de rodillas a Dios, que le pida perdón por todos esos malditos que como él abusaron de tantos angelitos, dañando, ultrajando, causando dolor, que conscientemente fue la decisión que tomaron y así cambiaron nuestros destinos, matando los sueños de miles de niños que como yo vivían muy confundidos, siendo sometidos a tanto dolor, mientras el depravado sentía satisfacción, matando los sueños de miles de niños que como yo vivían muy confundidos, siendo sometidos a tanto dolor. Maldito violador. Maldito violador. Que lo perdone Dios.
Bueno, ahí lo tienen. ¿Qué te atrajo a mí? Fuerte, ¿no? No se esperaban eso, yo creo. I don't think you guys were expecting that. I know it was in Spanish, but the melody, she composed it. I actually told her, I'm like, you should live out of making songs because nowadays people just do one chorus and they get famous for it. And she actually wrote the whole song, and it's a long song and it's a very, very specific message. So very touching and worth being angry. And he doesn't even understand it, so imagine that. There's,
Yeah, the video speaks for itself, yeah.
El video habla por sí solo. Bueno, tenemos aquí algunas preguntas. Dice, what can you tell people to watch for to protect their kids? ¿Qué le podemos decir a la gente para que pueda estar atentos para proteger a sus niños?
Muy buena pregunta. Yo como madre, y pasé por eso, yo le miro los ojos a las personas que están alrededor de mis hijos.
She says you got to look in the eye of the people that surround your kids.
Yeah, ¿dónde va la mirada de esas personas? Si va de la cintura para abajo.
The eyes are going from the waist down.
That's a detail. Another one is communication with your kids. Good touch, bad touch. Good touch, bad touch. Good touch, bad touch. You know, you can't even play like that with your brothers and cousins or nothing because kids do things being curious, and next thing you know, there's incest. You know, and that's hard too. But yeah, definitely a suggestion for parents is look at people's eyes when they're around your kids, and you know, don't let your kids sit on people's laps. Little things like that really go a long way. And tell your child to scream really loud as soon as that happens to them.
So you've talked to your kids already about this, or they're too young?
I'm like, if I see them acting funny, and it's not funny. If I see them acting kind of weird or off, I'm like, did somebody make you uncomfortable? You know, and my 10-year-old is like, Mommy, no, nobody did anything to me, you know?
Probably punch him in the face anyway.
Yeah, she knows what to do. And you know what? My husband is like, you're going to traumatize them. And I tell my husband, I'd rather traumatize my kids than somebody else traumatize them by them not knowing what to do in that situation. I really do. I don't mind. It's not that I talk about it every day, but I'm very careful when it comes to that. So
pay attention to them.
I do. Sleepovers and all that stuff, I'm very careful with that.
Sounds good. Bueno, dice de que hay que mirarle, bueno, como dijo, de acá para ver dónde va la mirada, y le pregunté si hablaba con los chicos de ella de eso, y dice que sí, que dice que el esposo le dice, vas a traumatizar a tus niños, hablándole casi todos los días de eso, pero parece de que entonces hay que dejárselos claro, ¿no? A veces...
Yo prefiero causarles trauma, que ellos pasen por el trauma del abuso sexual, entonces yo sacrifico.
Y ni siquiera solo el abuso sexual, ¿no? También el tema del bullying, como tú dijiste, o sea, que se defiendan, el tener una personalidad muy débil hace que la gente te pase por arriba.
Empezando desde la postura, empezando desde cómo se sientan, cómo caminan, cómo dan la mano, cómo miran al hablar. Hay que mostrar confidence, hay que mostrar seguridad, claro que sí. Creo que eso es muy importante porque a la gente le gusta juzgar. They judge by the book or the cover of the book. Yeah. Y no tienen que ser así, tienen que pararse con seguridad y demostrar de que no, you can't get bullied. It's not going to happen.
She says that teach your kids to have a really strong confidence, you know, shake their hand, the way they walk, the way they stand, the way they talk, everything. And yeah, that kind of like also intimidates the person who's, if they see that you're weak and you're like, then...
To me, people tell me all the time, you look like you're very mean. That's enough to put a line, you know, to cause that.
It's good, that way nobody messes with you.
Which isn't a good thing because I'm not mean, but I'm talking about, you know, body language and posture and you know, you just got to let people know from a distance that you're not that person. You're not going to let them do that. Yeah, definitely.
A ver qué más tenemos por aquí. Maybe the lesbian women boxers think that it's a man's sport and they want to be that man boxer, where she likes the sport as a woman, and that is admirable.
Thank you.
Okay. I know, it's a little bit. Well, you know what? Nothing. Okay, is it a man's sport?
It's dominated by men. And now, I'm not going to say women are taking over, but we're definitely being treated a little better. Now we're actually headliners on...
Being respected more.
Yeah, and being treated like athletes and not like clowns in a circus, you know, because before, when women started fighting, I mean, I could tell you, people would laugh. I mean, I look at videos of like many years ago, and a lot of people would take it as a joke, like a sideshow. Yeah. So now there's actually...
Well, yeah, because the prototype of people is like women should be in the house cooking, you know, being delicate. And
I cook a lot, and I clean and I wash clothes and I go grocery shopping and I take care of my kids. I wake up early, I get breakfast ready, I cook lunch and dinner, and I still I do it all. Yeah, I mean, I go 3-4 days without taking a shower, but I think I get it done. But no.
There's a manly side.
That's the manly side of boxing.
Ella cocina, limpia, se lava la ropa, prepara el desayuno, dice, hace de todo. Dice, cuando las mujeres empezaban a hacer, hace años atrás, no, empezaron a hacer el boxing, yo le pregunté, ¿crees que este es un deporte para hombres? Y dice, es dominado por los hombres, pero ahora la mujer está siendo más respetada. Entonces, y dice que no se baña por ahí en 4 días, así que...
Por tratar de hacerlo todo. Expliquemos bien por qué no me baño. Porque
yo sentía un olorcito, but I kind of smelled something, but I didn't want to mention.
Oh my gosh, really? I knew it. It's been 3 days.
Oh my God. I love this girl. I teach my kids no touch whatsoever if I am not there.
That's good.
You should always be there, though. Where are you going?
I think she kind of agrees with what I'm saying, but yeah, it sounds like she protects, or he protects his kids a lot, and I encourage you to keep doing that. But you're not always going to be there, and I think it's good what you're doing. Good.
So, any signs? I know that somebody already asked, you know, what should you tell your kids to protect themselves? But any signs that you should look out for your kids, like remembering when you were a kid, things that maybe you might have done, like did you separate yourself from the family or from friends? Did you isolate? Signs that, since kids don't talk, you know, what should we look for?
Maybe reaction of kids when a certain adult comes in the room, when somebody might come into the room, if their reaction, if their body language changes from 1 minute to the next because that person walked in the room, that's a sign. Maybe if you, man, this happened a lot. If you think that your kid is playing or whatever, and all of a sudden they come out of a room looking nervous, or I mean, these signs are. You guys would think that it doesn't.
They saw a ghost.
Yeah, it's like, no, what if they saw? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I used to think that they were really bad ghosts. But no, there's so many signs that I can recognize, and I don't see it, thank God. But I would definitely pick up on it because I've been through it. Now, my mom didn't see any signs in me because she's never.
That's why I asked.
Yeah,
So a lot of people, so you were isolated, and you had ADHD.
ADHD, and I had ADHD triple Z. I mean, I was really hyper, really hyper. I couldn't focus. I was aggressive. I was put on medication, on Ritalin when I was 14. And
Did that help?
No, I mean, I was drugged up, literally, and I was on the honor roll only when I was on Ritalin. But I mean, I didn't even graduate high school. I got my GED. I ended up dropping out when I was in 10th grade, and I started waitressing. I couldn't focus.
Couldn't concentrate.
I hated school with a passion, yeah. And
give your kids drugs. What are you doing, people? I mean, take them to a psychologist. There's a reason why they're acting that way, I feel like parents nowadays, and not even parents, I mean like doctors also, it's like the easiest way out, just drug them up, and they won't bother you for the rest of the day.
Oh my gosh, I remember, now that you're saying, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I think doctors do get to conclusions and fast diagnoses. And I took my child once, he was 4 years old and he didn't want to talk, my son. And I was a little nervous about it, and I took him to the doctor. In 5 minutes, the doctor told me that he was autistic. Can you imagine my reaction? I mean, he's my baby, so I started doing a lot of studies, taking him to different places, and he finally was not diagnosed with that. But I mean, I was scared as a parent. I'm like, oh wow, he's not going to have a normal life or whatever. And then I did a lot of research and kids that were autistic, and I was like, wow, I hope he is actually, because they're so interesting. They're very special, yeah. But anyways, yeah, you're right. Doctors do jump to conclusions.
You did good though. The best thing you do is go to different doctors.
Yeah, I got second, third, fourth, and fifth opinion, and at the end, no, he didn't have it. But yeah, when it comes to medicating your kids because of ADHD or whatever, I don't suggest it because it actually made mine worse, because when I wouldn't take it, I was 10 times worse than what I was taking it.
Cuando ella era joven también la medicaron por no poder concentrarse en la escuela, y eso es algo, pues no necesariamente tienes que tener un trauma de niña o de niño para tener ADHD, o sea, hoy en día yo creo que la mayoría de los niños tienen eso, y es porque la mayoría de veces es porque son muy inteligentes y lo que les están enseñando en la escuela es para, o sea, están más arriba que nosotros.
Sí, ella tiene 16, me dice, mami, yo me estoy haciendo más tonta en el colegio, me dice, yo me aburro. Y es una niña que está entre las mejores alumnas del colegio y nunca la veo haciendo tarea. O sea, se la pasa jugando y ayudándome en la casa, qué sé yo, con los niños. And she's on the honor roll for a long time. Entonces, pero no sé, yo nunca he leído un libro de principio a fin, y en la Biblia llegué a Éxodo. Porque no me concentro.
Pero bueno, el punto era, ¿no? Que no saquen en conclusiones, ¿no? Si van y llevan a su niño al médico, pues fíjense más que nada las reacciones que están teniendo, ¿no? Si es que están aislados o que no hablan con ustedes, tengan comunicación, como dijo ella. Y si un doctor le dice, bueno, dale una pastilla porque te drogan directamente, es para que no molesten, pues ¿para qué tuviste hijos? O sea, más que nada tienes que estar pendiente y bueno, si está mal, pues llevar a un psicólogo, llevar a varios médicos. Pero el tema de los medicamentos es lo peor que puede haber.
Los medicamentos son, yo creo, un poco extremos. Cuando están hablando de señales en niños, te cuento que me escribió un agresor sexual. Me escribió y me dijo, mira, te quiero contar lo que me pasó. Me dice, mi esposa trabaja de tercer turno y los niños se quedan conmigo a la noche y mi chiquita le gusta dormir en mi cama. Lo que te voy a decir es muy fuerte. No voy a entrar en mucho detalle. Pero me dice, la niña empezó a tocarme. Y se reía y demostró que ella quería que yo la tocara también. Entonces yo quise hacerla a ella feliz. Entonces yo empecé a tocarla. Ajá.
La mente de la persona, ¿no? Ponen todo a su favor.
Me daban ganas de hablar con él porque yo leía el mensaje y yo decía, pero si la niña empezó a tocarte es porque alguien le introdujo esa idea, alguien ya le demostró algo que tiene que ver con las partes.
Es normal, porque los niños absorben y lo que tú le enseñas hacen.
Alguien está abusando de ella sexualmente. Entonces esa fue la respuesta que le di. Le dije, querido violador anónimo.
¿Te mandó un email?
Era por el Facebook. Entonces le digo, me dice, pero gracias a tu carta, porque yo le hice una carta a mi violador en el 2014 cuando hice mi situación pública, ¿no? Entonces él me dice, pero gracias a tu carta y a tu video no llegué a la penetración, así que gracias. Le digo, eso no es nada. Eso no es nada. Le digo, tú abusaste de tu hija sexualmente, porque él me dijo que le metió dedos y le hizo de todo, y pero gracias a mí no llegó a la penetración. Bueno, gracias por agradecerme, pero sí abusaste de tu hija sexualmente. Y
¿Lo reportaste en Facebook?
No, traté, pero ya había bloqueado, o sea, que era una imagen de un perrito, o sea, era solamente, yo creo que él hizo la cuenta para mandarme un mensaje a mí.
O sea que en Facebook están muy pendientes de esas cosas y si tú los contactas directamente, ellos pueden ver, así se haya borrado la cuenta. Ujú.
Bueno, entonces, no, pero eso, aprovechando hablando de ese tema tan triste, muchas personas piensan que el abuso sexual y todo es con penetración de pene y ese no es el caso. Puede ser dedos, puede ser lengua, puede ser manoseo. Eso es abuso sexual, entonces hay que tener eso muy claro también porque la palabra abuso, la palabra violación, lo primero que te hace pensar es en agresión, en sangre, en películas, no, todo a golpes, no. El abuso sexual no siempre tiene que ser algo doloroso.
Y es psicológico también el abuso, ¿no? Por supuesto, porque después afecta a la persona. Pero tu autoestima te digo que estás muy bien, súper bien. Y eso es normalmente lo que más afecta cuando tú tienes problemas en una niñez de esa forma. Sos muy reprimida y todo, el boxeo. Yo digo que es el boxeo. Santo remedio.
El boxeo me ayudó mucho, pero por muchos años, y ahora todavía lo siento. Cuando salgo y siento que la gente se me queda mirando mucho tiempo, siento que estoy siendo juzgada. Y no me gusta y me enfermo, me siento muy mal. Entonces a veces
Tienes que aprender a...
soy negativa, sí, pero trato de pensar, ok, de repente le gustan mis trenzas. Y les doy una sonrisa.
Es una optimista.
Yeah, como diciendo, why are you looking at me for 5 minutes?
She actually said before we were laughing something really strong. Actually, somebody contacted her on Facebook saying a guy that was actually having not necessarily sex, but abusing sexually over her of his daughter, and apparently he said something like, "Oh, thanks to your video and to your message, I didn't go all the way." And I'm like, if anything, well, obviously nobody's going to contact you on Facebook, but you know, Facebook is very, very strict about this, and there's ways of tracking these people and actually reporting them. I hope it wasn't like a joke or something to like make you know.
The guy was literally, I mean, he wrote quite a few times. He wrote me and he was crying. I mean, he was really speaking from the heart. And he said he regretted doing everything he did and that thanks to my video, because I came out with a letter that was directly directed to the person that actually abused me when I was little. Now check this out. Thanks to that letter, it went viral in Bolivia because I was already the world champion. And victims that he had hurt in the past actually came forward saying he actually raped me too. And now he's running from the law. So he's actually
Goosebumps.
Yeah, he's being punished, I think, by the world because everybody knows his face in Bolivia. So he can't walk in the streets and live a normal life because everybody knows what he did to me and that he actually did it to many girls. And he's running right now. They're looking for him.
Parece que la persona que la acosó a ella, también todo el mundo ahora la conoce, entonces está corriendo de la ley. ¿Y qué dicen tus padres?
Tengo una relación muy buena con mi madre. No hablo con mi padre, no me acuerdo la última vez que hemos hablado, pero mi madre sufre mucho. Ella me pide perdón porque ella era, bueno, es teóloga, entonces su centro, su atención, su enfoque siempre fue la Biblia, fue la iglesia, fue Dios. Entonces imagínate, por eso en mi canción dice, ¿dónde estaba Dios? Mi madre alabándolo y yo en los brazos del diablo. Entonces ella siempre me pide perdón y me dice que no tenía idea de lo que me estaba pasando.
Sí, a veces no solo pues meterse tanto en el tema no de Dios, sino también en el trabajo, gente de que pone muchísimo empeño solamente en el trabajo y se olvidan de con tal de darle de comer
Claro,
y que tengan una cama.
Pero creo que ya
Sin querer.
en casa están muy cansados, distraídos y no prestan atención a esos temas tan delicados. ¿Quién está cuidando a tu hijo? Aunque sea el padrastro, el padre, el hermano, el primo, la vecina. Hay mujeres enfermas, hay tantas mujeres que también abusan sexualmente de niñas y niños.
Y cuando las ves en la calle, parecen perfectas.
Son cariñosas. Yo me acuerdo, yo tenía 11 años y una chica que dormía conmigo, yo era muy sonámbula. Y teníamos una chica que ayudaba en la casa, cocinaba y todo. Y ella la pusieron a dormir en mi cama para que yo no salga del cuarto porque era extremo. Yo de verdad me despertaba a 2 esquinas lejos de la casa. Yo estaba durmiendo. No me acuerdo, pero me dicen, ¿no? Yo me acuerdo el momento que despertaba. Entonces metieron a la chica a dormir conmigo en el cuarto y me acuerdo que ella me preguntó si yo había besado. Y yo le digo, no, pero ya me habían besado a la fuerza. Un tipo me había besado a la fuerza, pero no. Y yo tenía 11 años. Y me dice, bueno, te voy a enseñar a besar para que sepas qué hacer cuando llegue el momento de besar. Yo tenía 9, perdón. Yo tenía 9 años, estaba bien chiquita, sí.
O sea, lamento decirlo, pero estabas marcada.
Estaba marcada, yo atraía
porque no, sí.
personas y eran personas ya mayores, ¿no? No mayores, pero adultos. Entonces me metió la lengua, me acuerdo el aliento, me acuerdo su aliento, era horrible.
Bueno, no lo pienses, no lo pienses.
Imagínate, y era una mujer, entonces ahí
Tampoco nunca le dijiste a tu mamá.
No, creo que se va a enterar por esta entrevista. Mami, fue Arminda, fue Arminda, me acuerdo el nombre y todo. Sí, entonces, pero el mensaje, o sea, un resumen, hay chicas, hay mujeres que también, y eso es abuso sexual. Lo que ella hizo no me traumó, pero está
Sí te traumó, sí, ¿no? Porque la manera que lo estás hablando...
no. Está violando mi privacidad, está violando mi templo, está pasándose no me preguntó que si podía, me dijo, yo te voy a besar para que tú aprendas a hacerlo cuando llegue el momento. Entonces, claro.
Por eso lo bueno hoy en día, la tecnología se puede usar para algo positivo. Pongan cámaras si tienen una niñera, cámaras por todos lados, y ya está. O sea,
Eso
ojalá sea ya está. Pero miren las cámaras de vez en cuando.
Oiga, pero aunque las cámaras no sirvan, pongan cámaras porque eso asusta a la gente, de verdad, pero preferiblemente que sirvan.
Pero ¿qué tal la gente que pone las cámaras y nunca las mira?
También, ¿no? Claro.
Al final, ¿para qué las tienes? Sí. Bueno, amigos, se nos fue la horita, ¿no? Vamos a mostrar los cinturones que pesan como... ¿Cuánto pesa eso?
Yo digo, el azul debe pesar unas 12 libras, en mi opinión.
12 pounds?
Yeah, and the red one, let me see. I never weighed it. This one weighs about 8, maybe.
Before we show this, just to summarize a little bit of what she was saying earlier, para sumarizar en español, she was saying at 11 also there was a babysitter that was taking care of her, and also she said, I'm going to teach you how to kiss. She was 9 years old, and she went ahead and started kissing her, and she used to sleepwalk, so her parents put the babysitter sleeping in the same room as her so she wouldn't get out of the house because she used to wake up 2 blocks away from this. So even babysitting, I mean, seriously, get cameras all over the place. Like, you never know, no matter how saint that person might look. Okay, so tell me which one is for what. Do you want me to hold one? I feel bad.
Yeah, this is a heavy one.
Me va a dar el pesado encima.
Well, that one is from the WBF organization. And that's, yeah, it is kind of heavy. Okay. It goes well with your shirt, though. It matches. There you go. Kodak moment. Yeah, that's from the weight division of super bantamweight. And I won that in 2014, or 13, I'm sorry, late 13. And I just won this a couple weeks ago in the super featherweight division, which is 130 pounds.
Sounds good. So you're hoping to get another one maybe this year?
Yeah, I want to go up to 135. I love to eat, so I want to fight for a 135 division and possibly 140.
Fight for food.
Yeah, fight for food, yes.
And we will continue in Jenny Live talking about, I guess, people that are obsessed with their weight. We're not going to get into that now because I figured, you know what, if we have her for a Jenny Live, we're going to be here all night. But you're going to be back in Miami soon, right?
Yeah, I plan on coming back the first week of June. Yep.
Yeah, because she has a lot to talk about, I can tell, and it's fun to have you here. By the way, you have a good personality, and you have a beautiful voice. By the way, you gonna sing some more?
I mean, it's not my thing. I'm an athlete, but I mean, I would like to sell my music. Maybe. I mean, you guys heard the style of music that I like to write. So
you should become like Evie Queen, you know, like la rapera con las dreads. Yeah, they wouldn't go with you. I don't think you could. Maybe
she went bald, right? Now she's bald.
I don't know.
I like that look. I like the bald look. Yeah. If I get rid of the braids, I might just go bald.
No, it was so pretty. I love people that go bald and they look good with it, but not a lot of people look good being bald.
I actually have a round face. I don't think it would look too good on me. Yeah. And we have the same name.
We do. Estamos tocayas acá. Bueno, a ver, antes, okay, let's see. Excuse me for changing the subject. So it's always fascinated me since I don't come from a bilingual house. I think I heard you say you grew up in the U.S. Do you encourage your kids not to limit themselves to one language or to be fluent in as many as they can?
Oh, definitely. Second choice. I was raised in Bolivia, and from age 15 and on, I've been living in the States. My kids, not all of them speak Spanish, and I speak Spanish and English. Yeah, I say that with
teach them.
My face. I know. My oldest one is bilingual. My 3-year-old speaks English and Spanish. She understands everything, the little bit that she does communicate. And my 10-year-old understands, but she doesn't want to talk back. She does not like to speak Spanish. She understands most of it. And my baby, I call him my baby. He's 7 years old. He doesn't want to either understand or speak. No. So that's something that, I mean, I consider that a huge mistake on my part. So I suggest that definitely if you have the tools to teach your kids different languages, go 100% on that.
I've seen that what works normally is, since your kids are speaking so much English in school, that at home only speak Spanish. Yeah. And if they speak to you in English, don't answer. You know, don't answer until they actually speak to you in Spanish. I've seen that a lot in my family, and you know, with my cousins and their kids and stuff. So and it works.
I'm always on the go. So I'm actually doing laundry at the same time I'm getting their food ready. So I don't have time to be like,
I can see you like Superwoman.
You answer. Like, I just don't have time for that. I'm like, answer. And then I switched to English.
Sure in Chinese if you want to.
Yeah.
Bueno, alguien preguntó de que, bueno, dice, perdón de cambiar el tema, dice, pero siempre me ha fascinado, ya que yo no vengo de una casa que es bilingüe, como yo escuché de que ella se crió en Estados Unidos, ¿cuál es su opinión, no? De qué manera de criar a los hijos, si de imitarlos a solamente un lenguaje o también enseñarles. Y ella dice que, bueno, que ha metido un poco la pata en ese tema, no hablan mucho español. Y yo digo, lo mejor quizás a veces es, como en la escuela van a hablar inglés, en la casa hablen solamente en español.
Idealmente. Sí, 2 de mis hijos hablan y entienden, o sea, se comunican en español y entienden perfectamente, y los otros 2 son muy flojitos en ese tema. Sí.
Bueno, can we see her standing? You want to see her awesome body? Do you want to stand? And then we're going to give her Twitter and Facebook. I know some of you guys wanted to follow her already. Let's suck in. What is she going to suck in? Miren las piernas, Dios mío. Look at her legs. Oh my God. You do? That's fun.
So me encanta patinar y creo que por eso tengo las piernas bien anchas. Y bueno, las mujeres de mi familia también tienen mucha cadera. Entonces...
Pero el boxeo también, el frenar y el estar...
No, y en el boxeo hay mucho ejercicio de acondicionamiento y hago un poco de pesas también que me dan esas piernas, pero bueno.
Sí, para las mujeres que estaban preguntando cómo hacer para tener un cuerpo así. Rollerblades and weights. Así que tienen que salir a patinar y hacer un poquito de pesas, ¿eh? Bueno, amigos, ¿quieres dar el Facebook y el Twitter para que te sigan?
Sí, prefiero dar el Facebook, el fanpage, que lo chequeo todo el tiempo, y con vergüenza te digo que no, tengo Twitter, pero no lo chequeo, hay alguien que lo controla. Pero el fanpage se llama Jennifer, the Bolivian Queen Salinas, y estoy ahí todos los días.
So you guys can follow her in Facebook, Jennifer, the Bolivian Queen Salinas. Yeah. Why'd you make it so long?
Oh my God, they baptized me with that. First it was Jennifer Salinas, then it was Jennifer, the Bolivian Salinas.
There's a singer called Jennifer Salinas, right?
Yeah, I know there is.
YouTubed you, she came up.
Yeah, I get messages of people saying, I love your music. I'm like, this is before my video came out. I'm like, I'm not an artist. I'm a boxer.
No, you're a little bit of both.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Right-handed or left-handed boxing?
My strong is my right hand, yeah. But I do fight southpaw when I get too tired in the boxing, and fighting orthodox stance, I do switch to southpaw.
So when is your next fight?
I'm planning to fight May 28th in Virginia. Yeah, to be exact, in Baltimore. I live in Virginia, so I consider that a
28 le toca la próxima pelea, ¿eh?
Yeah, a hometown fight. And then we're planning on doing this huge show in Bolivia in June. We haven't made it public yet, but that's the plan, and I just made it public.
Dice, no lo hemos hecho público todavía la pelea que hacemos en otro... No voy a decir para no repetirlo, dice, y lo acabo de decir público. ¿Sabes lo que me estaba olvidando? Las chicas de calendario. Dicen de que nunca te pusiste un bikini en la vida. Para fotos.
Claro, para fotos no. No.
¿Sos muy conservadora?
Claro, porque tengo 4 hijos, soy casada, soy boxeadora, entonces trato de mantener esa
conservative. So she wants to, you know, her, I guess, manager, Luis, we actually interviewed him as well a couple of months ago, and he said it's the first time that she ever wore a bikini for a photo shoot.
For a photo shoot, yeah. I mean, one time I came out on the newspaper in Bolivia with, you know, waist up. I was very serious about it. I told the photographer, do not show my whole entire body in a bikini. And he's like, all right, I won't. He was scared. I'm like, you better not.
But you got a body to show. Come on.
It's not my thing to come out like that on the paper.
You gotta be comfortable, you know.
Because my kids too, I don't want them to be uncomfortable and be like, oh, mommy's wearing panties and a bra, because a bikini is panties and a bra. So, yeah, this reality show, este show de reality, lo acabo de grabar en Cancún hace, yo diría 2 meses. En enero, sí, más o menos. Wow, I was way off. Sí, en enero, y se trata de muchas chicas deportistas. Yo era
the girls. It's a reality. I did in Cancun a little bit ago.
It was a few athletes together spending, you know, like a normal reality show, competing in obstacle courses and doing a little bit of modeling and bikinis. It was interesting. I had a great time.
Was it too girly for you?
At the beginning, it was, yeah.
I'm picturing like pageant girls here.
Oh yeah, they do
the. Comes you know, the big tough boxer.
Yeah, they do the fitness modeling. So I actually borrowed bathing suits and bikinis, and that's not good for hygiene. But I admit it, I had to borrow some bikinis.
You wear a pad.
I didn't wear a pad. But they seem like decent girls.
You just said not to judge a book by its cover.
No, please come. You got to be with me here. Oh my God, I'm going to go get checked.
Oh my God, I love this. Bueno, la chica de calendario dice, las chicas que estaban con ella, yo le digo, eran muy femeninas para tu tipo. Dicen, eran chicas que hacían bodybuilding, que en español sería fisiculturismo. Entonces dice, y compartimos ahí los bikinis y todo, porque ella no, usualmente no se pone para fotos. Y dice, yo le pregunté, ¿y pusiste protector? Dice, no, se me tengo que ir a chequear ahora.
No, pero chica es muy decente, no, yo estoy bien.
Sí, sí. Bueno, dice, ¿alguna vez le has golpeado a tu esposo sin querer? Have you ever punched your husband by mistake?
Lo hice queriendo.
But he's a boxer, so he can handle it, right?
No, la verdad no. Hemos tenido nuestros momentos cuando empezamos a salir, ¿no? Que yo me hacía la paradora y lo empujaba, pero mi marido es una bestia, es bien alto, es dominicano, un moreno fuerte, así que yo no me metería con él, no.
She said her husband's actually big and powerful, so when they started dating, you know, they used to kind of like go on and off at each other, but now not anymore.
No, now with all the kids, no, we wouldn't go there.
All right, Jennifer. Well, thank you so much. I don't want to squeeze everything out of you today because I know we're going to have you back when you come to Miami. So go ahead and say goodbye to them and whatever you want to say as the last message.
Well, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to talk about that delicate but very important subject of sexual child abuse. I wasn't expecting so much time on that, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Which camera am I looking at? This one? Okay. So, and I want to remind you guys on my Facebook, you can write to me, inbox me. I read all the messages, and I try my best to answer to everybody. And I do it at a certain time of the day because my kids, when I'm with my kids, I try not to go online, and I suggest you try that too. But yeah, it's Jennifer, the Bolivian Queen Salinas, and my YouTube page is, my YouTube channel is Jennifer, the Bolivian Queen Salinas. So don't forget that, Bolivia, Queen, and Jennifer. We have the same name. You're Jenny though, right?
No, Jennifer también. Yeah.
You cannot forget that. So I'll be waiting for your messages.
No te olvides de los latinos, si no me van a retar.
Claro que sí, acabo de dar la información de mis redes sociales. El canal de YouTube es Jennifer, the Bolivian Queen Salinas. Ahí pueden encontrar algunas entrevistas y el tema musical que te atrajo a mí. Y en el fanpage del Facebook también Jennifer, the Bolivian Queen Salinas. The es T-H-E, Bolivian Queen Salinas.
Dice, muchas gracias, great interview, thanks for coming. But thanks for being here, and let me not fall off my chair here. We will see you guys at 10. That's like in half an hour. Oh my God, I gotta talk for an hour and half an hour again. We'll see you at 10 live in Jenny Live. We love you guys. Have an amazing evening, and hope you guys enjoyed that. And don't forget, very serious, we laugh at everything, but you know, at the same point, the message is still getting through, and that's the important thing. Don't forget MiamiTVChannel.com, and join us every time you can when we have interviews. Bueno, nos vemos en la próxima. Media horita tenemos ya Jenny Live, así que ahí me toca nuevamente seguir, pero nos vemos acá nuevamente en media hora con Jenny Live. No se olviden de que nosotros nos reímos de todo, pero por supuesto de que el mensaje está ahí y eso es lo más importante de todos. Le agradecí ya a Jennifer por estar con nosotros y la estaremos viendo pronto porque tiene muchísimo más que contar. Entonces cuando vuelva a Miami nos la vamos a robar un ratito para que vuelva al estudio. Un besito grande, nos vemos en la próxima. Chao.